Man, greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale, man. Probably presents another episode of You Know What It Is, Comic Book Talk with Friends. I am your host, Lale Rockwell, for the 1/6 Scale, man, YouTube channel. Hey, yo, StreamYard, you got to get it together. You really got to get it together because you make these subtle changes here with these things, and it's like you make it hard for us to change it back. These beta tested circles that you put out here, now we can't change it. Like it's too much of a headache. Like we trying to go back. I definitely want to I want to go back to let me see, what is this? Present or invite? No, I don't want to do all that. So definitely I want to go back to the old days. You know what I mean? These boxes just really annoying, but we're gonna roll with it. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as to what we got going on over channel. So again, without further ado, I am not here by myself. This has been an annoying ass day. I have to say that right off the bat. It is an annoying ass day. But anyway, let's go in, man. How y'all doing today?
On your left.
That's what it looks like, man. Like these circles.
Endgame.
Bro.
Endgame intro, man. Fucking keep it. Endgame.
What's up?
That's what it is, bro. Like it's like the circle, man. It is. That's what it feels like, man. I don't know why. Yeah, they just decided to do all this, but it is definitely crazy, man. So frustrated with this, but you know what? We gonna rock with it.
What dimension am I in?
Yeah, you know what's going on, man. How's everybody doing? How are you doing today, IP Freely?
That's pretty much.
Chilling, man. Enjoying the last week of my spring break. Been around the house, cleaning up, organizing, getting some more comics in. Finally got 2 other issues for my Timeless collection. I got Spider Girl or Spider Woman and Spider Man to kind of actually cap off the cast from Timeless, because I've done all of the villains and I guess anti-heroes from Spider-Man, and all that Alex Ross has done. So really excited about that, and just kind of like cleaning up, just chilling around the house, man, taking it easy. So
yeah, man,
couldn't wait for this.
You already know, bro, because there's a lot to definitely discuss, man. What's going on, Prop, man? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, man, just living life, baby. Just glad to be here, man.
Good, man. So good, bro. So glad to have you here with me, man. Jedi Kid, what's going on with you, bro?
I am getting through the week. I had a busy ass week, man. I gotta get these books read, and I got a shooting competition this weekend, and I'm getting to go to my boy's comic book store on Saturday to go crazy because he has a 50% off sale. I'm gonna absolutely lose my mind buying figures this weekend. So it's gonna be a good weekend. Can't wait.
Yeah, hey, we got a lot of delays, man. So I'm happy about that. I don't care what nobody says. I'm so glad with these delays. It gives me time to lick my.
Bro, so did they delay the Prowler Miles? That's what I'm reading somewhere, dog.
Well, they delayed it. It's out, but the delay is on the shipping because again, there's certain things that are going on behind the scenes. That's why a lot of shit has been delayed. Yeah, that's been delayed. There was a notification that came out about a week ago or about a week before last that said Spider-Punk was shipping. I think people got that notification earlier last week, but then after that, the follow-up notification was we miscalculated. That's going to be delayed as well. So
but some people got the shit though already. The Prowler shit
from overseas.
Oh, direct.
Yeah, Tim sent, all these, pop collectibles. Yeah, they got it from overseas, so that's how they got their hands on it. Nothing over here, North American market. Nah, you ain't gonna see that no time soon. Yeah, unless you doing all that extra stuff. But hey, take your time because that gives me a chance to clear out everything else. So I am straight with that. I'm cool. Take your time, do it right. That's just the way I see it. Vinny, what's going on with you, bro?
Just a lot of art. I've been just grinding, bro. I think I was looking at it and I must have done like damn near a dozen pieces in like a couple weeks time. Just did a big piece for solo leveling yesterday. Just about done with a big piece I'll be revealing tomorrow. I did a new Samwise, and I got another Lord of the Rings piece coming, and then I have a few more that I'm still trying to get done before the weekend in which I'll be in Washington D.C. at Awesome Con. I'm very excited for that show. That was my biggest, most successful show that I'd ever had, and last year was my first year there, so I'm excited to make it back there, and hopefully it's another good show. And I've just been booking shows like crazy, so like I'll have like a show almost every month the rest of the year. So just a lot of prep for that, a lot of planning, a lot of reading and organizing, and just been drawing my ass off. So other than that,
was Awesome Con was this past weekend?
This weekend coming up.
Oh, is this weekend coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like last weekend, well, the weekend before this past weekend was Cleveland, and then this weekend coming up will be Awesome Con in DC.
Okay.
And then in
if
May,
I can, I might drive up if I can.
Yeah, it should
just
be fun.
Depending. If I can, just depending.
Yeah.
See how things goes because it's gonna be a busy weekend, man. Busy next couple of weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here, brother. Thank you guys, everybody out there in the chat. Let's say what's up to everybody that we got out here. We going. As a matter of fact, yeah, we got your boy. We gonna talk about this, bro, because you're right. The Purple Rain suit is still up, and I want to talk about that briefly because it's funny. Who else we got? Friends in the building. Thank you for being here, brother, as well. We got Striker 47 in the building. Thank you for being here as well, man. Who else we got? Ghetto Yoda's in the building. What's going on with you, brother? Who else we got? Charlie the Unicorn. We got Doc and Ada, the Booty King, is in the building. Pedro Lopez is in the building. We got Amber in the building. How you doing today? Let me see here. Who else do we got sliding through here as always? We got Mauler. What's up? Good. What's going on with you, man? Oh, Skywalker's in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. As always, we definitely appreciate you as always. Now, before we get into the DNA of this, is also, you already know what it is, man. We got to give a shout out to where we get these pieces from. A lot of these figures, a lot of these comics and places that, it's all about the brick and mortars, man. Starting with my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, he got it. No NRD, shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date as to what's going on over there at his store. Again, you want to make sure that you also create an account because you never know when it might be free shipping or a discount on the figure of choice. So you definitely want to hit him up and he'll take care of you. Also got to give a shout out to our guy Ray over there at Hogwarts Toys. It's Hogwarts Ray. If you were looking for a nice little care package, you get the figure, comic book stickers. Your box smell like Juke, cool water, your car, anything you're looking for. He'll definitely make sure it smells good. Now, here's the thing. If he does that to me, I lost my sense of smell at the beginning of January since
COVID. Oh, you messed up, bro.
So I can't smell anything. It's crazy. It's really, so it's kind of loony right now. Also got to give a super duper shout out to our boy Jake over there at Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. If you're looking for those comics, if you're looking for those, 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale, anything you're looking for, he got it for you. He'll definitely make sure that you got what you need. His store hours are there, email address, everything you're looking for. Just hit him up. He'll definitely take care of you. We got your boy Brian Wong over there at Maju Case, Maju Space. If you're looking for a credible display, there's a few people out there that have. I got this mono right here, which is extremely incredible. It is the new. You want to say it's the new? It's the new. You know what I mean? So it's not like what you see behind me, but this is basically the new. And it's at a decent price too. So definitely hit him up and he'll take care of you. So as he always does. And last but not least, we got my man Vinny's store, his shop, Vincent Dunn Art on Instagram. Or actually, no, the link to his store is on Instagram. But once you get over there, you can find a couple pieces. What's going on, bro?
Thanks, Will. If you want, just hit refresh on that.
Did that just now.
Site. So there's some new stuff on there. So I've got some new pieces on there. Then I've been working on new stuff all week. And
you're nasty, bro. You're nasty, bro. You're nasty.
Nice.
Look at Alberticus. Look at Alberticus, bro.
Nice. Zoom in.
Look at Alberticus' face, bro.
Comic accurate suit. What can I say? Source material. You know
That's
what I mean?
dope. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
man. Just bunch of stuff added to the site. I'm still adding some originals to the site. They'll be trickling on through the week. But all the new prints from the last con are now up on the site, and I'll have a few pieces that I'm doing this week that I'll be uploading by the weekend. So just a bunch of new stuff coming, and trying to stay more on top of adding new stuff all the time. Just been grinding as much stuff out of my head on the paper onto print. So stay tuned. More stuff coming. If you need anything on the site, hit me up. And if you need anything that you don't see on the site, hit me up. Commissions are open. Appreciate it.
Bro. Definitely, bro. Appreciate it, man. And remember, you just go to his site, go to his Instagram page. The store link is there. Pick it up. You already know what time it is. Talk about this real quick, and then we're going to slide away from it because let's talk about the big elephant in the room and miscalculation, because I don't know what they were thinking. Roberto, I'm gonna talk with you, bro, because I think we talked about this, but I also think you called this about a couple weeks ago. This motherfucker's still up on Sideshow's website, bro.
Yeah,
and it was done as an exclusive, bro.
If I were them, I would have just did 300 pieces and made motherfuckers run to it.
Yep.
Because who really wants that when you already did? Think about Miles, right? You already done the multiple bodega suits, which were great, right? And those were full runs, no limited, right? And then his 2.0 suit from this game, highly touted Spider-Man 2 game, y'all made that limited along with the 2.0.
Yep.
You know, some things people are just like, it has to scream, oh, this is worth limited.
Yeah.
This should have been a regular release.
Yep.
And people just get in, get out.
Yep. I agree.
It should have been like 300 max. It's already been 2 years. When I first saw it in the grave, in the graveyard, I wanted it then.
Yeah.
The night it came out, I don't even want it.
Yeah. Like what's the reason now? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like why would you? What would be the allure actually to get this piece now, bro? Especially with. Here's the thing. I say that because it is an interesting suit. It looks good. You know what I mean? I was going to do a show on it, and it went up. I got the link for it, and it went up. So I think they got cooked on so many different ways, bro. Number one, you put this out, right? So you put this figure out, knowing that you just the night before this was supposed to be an exclusive, but you put this out at the same time this goes up for pre-order. What were you thinking?
Right.
Like, what did you think?
On top of that, people are still waiting on the Daredevil to hit Sideshow. I mean, not Daredevil, the Deadpool. To hit Sideshow.
Yeah.
And then my man Stryker and a few others in the chat are bringing this up. Motherfuckers got celebration going on right now.
Yeah.
Like this is the time where if Hot Toys is asking for people's money, it needs to be like like the products have to be bonkers for people to want to spend that money right now. Yeah. It's tight. Shit is tight right now.
Shit is super tight, bro.
That Purple Rain suit, y'all hype for that? Y'all getting
that? Nah, man, that joint suck, yo. Who getting that?
I never played with that in the game.
Who getting that joint?
Here's the thing. I don't done and designed suit. I love the suit and the design.
It looked like a small child designed that.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't suck. I'm not going to say that it actually doesn't. I think it looks good. I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going to go really that far. I think it looks good. I think basically when they release, here's the thing, bro. It's too little, too late because they released this. They revealed it almost 2 to 3 years ago. This was basically back when the Falcon and the Winter Soldier dropped.
I mean,
if I 2021, so
if I got that, I would flip it. I would sell it. I wouldn't keep that in my collection. I would just get it because it's.
Look, it has a place in its miles, and I think it looks good, but it's too little, too late. That's what they
see how I think prop.
I mean, so, but you get that on the eve of releasing something also like this, which is incredible. This Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
That is fucking fantastic.
Man, they pushed my order back, man. I thought this was coming in, man. They've been pushing it back since.
When here's
I paid for that a while ago.
Pro tip. Whenever it's delayed, that means it's coming out. It's released. Whenever you get a delay notice at a figure that hasn't been released yet, but it's due, that means you're going to see some prototype or not even production photos soon. So that means that we're going to get Harris soon.
Remember, it takes some time for these blogger photos to be edited and to be sent out. So it's very easy to think during that process of while those photos are being edited, Sideshow knows or is alerted to what is coming. What is being ready to be dropped.
My only complaint about this Daredevil suit is it's going to have the same flexibility as the original and the yellow and red. Because, bro, they can do a lot, but the restriction from the suit. I'm getting it. I already pre-ordered this shit this morning.
It seemed like it's a little bit more. I feel like when I saw the pictures, it looked a little bit more flexible,
looser.
The design looks different too. You know what I mean? Because the design from the
way
yellow
different.
one is the same as the other one, right? The Netflix one. Or
yeah.
This one looks different.
I'm just worried about restrictions, though, because this suit is fire, bro. You got to pose the shit out of this.
This is dope, bro. This is the Marvel.
I saw this and almost fell off my desk this morning. Like, what the fuck?
Because this was our first real good look at it, right? You couldn't see it all in the TV show,
bro. Now season 2, where I got the fucking the Shadowland suit.
Yeah. Are we sure that's season 2, man? I'm hoping we see it in season 1.
It is because
I saw it said season 2, but
they
I'm hoping
said it. Bro, that Shadowland suit is. I got it upstairs. The sideshow version, bro. I still love that thing, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they definitely did a good job with it so far. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see how they pull it off. How it's again it here's the thing: the suit actually has the Daredevil logo on it, the double D's, bro. And that's what
where.
The Shadowlands version.
The Shadowland. Oh yeah.
Hey, so what do you guys think? You think it's? Dude, I said that it looks like it's been spray painted because there's some red.
That's what I think.
Somebody said it was blood, but the red is not, which is still dope. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like it's been spray painted.
It looks spray painted. Yeah. But it's fire though. I don't care. I'm getting it's dope.
Yeah,
that's close to we're gonna get the Shadowlands. I'm taking it. I'm getting it in live action.
Yeah, that's the closest that want to definitely get to it. But like I said, I think it looks good. I can't wait to see it. But we're gonna definitely get into Daredevil here soon. Before we tackle that though, because I want to kind of tackle this because here's the thing: like there was a notification about this like last week, and we knew that there were going to be, some brainy discussions about, once it hit. I had no idea, honestly, and I'm just going to keep it all the way stacked. I didn't know, I had no idea that Marvel was doing this until the day of. That was it. I didn't know that they were going to basically be releasing anything like this. And of course, it's the Avengers Doomsday catalog. So this is the cast, the official cast. It's out there. No spoilers. I mean, it's nothing to spoil because it's already out there. It's in the zeitgeist.
Oh, Vinny, don't look.
So what I'm saying is, this is what they actually put out. Now, there were people that were upset about how they did it, because basically it was sort of like the Doomsday Clock, but it was almost like you were watching a draft. That's what I enjoyed about it. Was the simple fact that it kept me entertained my entire morning. Through work, at the gym, coming home. I was actually entertained. I was like, you know what?
Complaining about this shit, people.
Bro, I don't know. People were basically complaining about the cast reveal or how it was basically done. Now, my thoughts on this, and I know that the panel was going to kind of waver a tad bit, but my thoughts on this was they did this to kind of get ahead of the curve because there's no way, especially the way things are right now. How things get leaked, you can't hide shit from this. You can't. The shit's gonna come out either way. So what they did was, but I think this is a misdirect. But they're putting these individuals out and they're hiding something else. They're hiding much more, and I hope they continue to do it. Don't cave. Hide that shit. Let motherfuckers speculate because they're gonna do that shit anyway. Don't put anything else out. We know the cast. But there's much more that they're talking about, but they're not really saying too much. Don't say too much. Just leave it the fuck alone. Like, don't say nothing else. I thoroughly enjoyed what they showed us. Here's the thing. There's two individuals on this list that I'm mostly excited about. And I'm glad to see back. Because you cannot do a fucking Avengers Doomsday and have Dr. Doom in this fucking movie, and not have Namor. So that made me so fucking excited to see the Tenoch back in this lineup. Definitely, I was excited about that because I was like, you know what? Yes. Here's the other one that I was excited about too, bro. Now, of course, I was excited about Shuri. But I'm so fucking hyped, bro, that they brought James Marsden back as the reason why
He
is
deserved it, bro.
give him give him his
Like,
right back. He's
yeah.
give him his lick back. He need to get his lick back. The way they did him, bro,
I
in
hated
MCU
it, bro.
was
I hated
terrible,
that
bro.
shit, bro.
Let him get his lick back. Let him do whatever. Because the thing is, if you look at him, he's the perfect Scott Summers, bro.
He still looks like Scott.
And he
too.
still
Yeah,
looks like
yeah.
fucking Scott Summers, bro. So let him get his lick back. Do it the right way. Now the lineup, I don't understand because there's much more. But I guess here's the thing. I don't need to understand. You're doing it for a particular reason. Let them cook. I let them do what the fuck they got to do. Vinny, I'm gonna save you for last because I know you got a lot to say. Because I
don't think this is all.
Steam, bro.
I don't think this is all either.
I could tell you that Vinny was in the room shadow boxing, bro. Like
He
bro. Vinny was in the room shadow boxing, like
He's waiting.
what's your boy's name? Cuba Gooding off of he went home and he was shadow boxing like Cuba Gooding did on
Denzel and Hurricane in the cell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Definitely, man. But hey, Oberticus, what's your thoughts on this list, bro? Like when you saw like the event take place, what was your thoughts on it, man?
I mean, first and foremost, it feels good to be excited. Regardless if people choose to or don't, like this is excitement. This is something for us to talk about, engage with. At the very minimum, this excitement.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me feel so unfortunately pessimistic about the condition of the human being right now. Because I just feel like we're just so spiritually downtrodden right now and broken that a lot of people they can't even get happy for the small things, the little things. It's always there's always a snide remark or a comment or somebody saying that they could did this better, even though they haven't gone to fucking film school or made a film or even made a YouTube clip or a short in their life. But they're critiquing people who have Academy Awards. Shit's fucking annoying. Just want to live in a space where I can actually be excited and people around me who like the same stuff are excited about it. And it's not these fucking snide remarks and comments. It's like, bro, if you're not happy, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling right now. Go over there. If you're not happy, do not bring that over here with me.
That's from
I got plenty of other shit to fucking deal with right now. I don't need your fucking sour ass around me.
Yep. That's just the way I feel, bro. That's the way I feel. Like there's no motherfuckers are pushing for that narrative to say that there's fatigue or pushing for that narrative to say that they're going to fuck up just based off of other shit. And it's like always a reason to poke, bro. Jay, you know who I'm talking about, and I ain't got to say his fucking name. He shitted on this shit so fucking bad, bro. I was like, yo, I can't.
I only checked it out because I knew you had watched it. And I was like, yo, bro. This fucking guy is.
Yo, what's the first letter of the name? Yeah, I gotta know.
J.
Okay. Yeah.
And I knew like
I didn't even watch it, bro.
Bro, I just wanted to watch it to see what the fuck he said, bro. How does he still have a podcast, dog? I don't understand, dog. Like this dude is
been around so long, man.
Bro, everything
it's like
that
habitual.
Everything that comes out, he hates everything, bro. Like I don't know, dude. Like I can't live like that. Like, it's shit I don't like. Okay, cool, but I'm not gonna fucking just make it a daily fucking course of study that just hate on every damn thing that somebody dropped.
He's a grifter. He's got to do that to pay his bills, to keep that Tesla running.
Everything,
that's the fucking shit. That's the problem. Is
if
that
you
rewarding these people for going out and grifting consistently, constantly, over and over again, every day, putting the same shit in front of your face and eating it constantly.
It's constant with him, Bloom. Like this fucking dude, dog.
He ain't the only one. He's in a legion.
Now, but at least he have in his defense a little bit. I didn't watch that particular one, but the ones I do see, at least most of the time, he'll have a panel that'll disagree with him.
Yeah,
I feel like
they do.
The panel won't go along, not completely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's doing that thing, but
I just want to say this though. It's finally not my fault that something dropped early. I don't gotta say my bad. I didn't post it on my page earlier. Vinny can't get mad at me. So I don't gotta say my bad this time. Thank God.
I'll give you that, bro.
Bruh, because I would have posted this shit as soon as I found out. So I'm so glad that they
Bro,
posted it for everybody to see.
I was the thing is when they did this shit, bro, I was hyped because it just like Vertigo said, it felt good that we were anticipating. Like it felt good to basically move from chair to chair, bro.
Charlie funny, bro.
It was fucking dope. Like it felt good to move from
like
chair
that.
to chair, bro. I like basically seeing it because even the sound effects, even what they did to Ant-Man, bro.
The whole Ant-Man shit, that shit had me crying.
That shit had me dying, bro.
But understand, just sometimes like man, surrender and just enjoy good, positive feelings.
But I don't understand how people
miserable
about
and you need to go to fucking therapy. Bruh. Listen. Some of you are fucking miserable, and it's time to go to therapy. Because Reddit, Facebook, Instagram is not helping you.
You think about that, man. We're in a weird place when you complaining about the rollout. Yo.
Spoilers, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't even talking about the movie,
bro.
They're complaining about the rollout.
Yo, how many years have we always been hyped to find out who's in the movie? And it's always been so secretive. Like, damn, just say who's in it. They give you half the fucking lineup. And motherfuckers still complaining about this.
Where's my favorite hero? Where's this?
Yeah, yo. Well, we know it's not the full list. One.
Oh, where's Spider-Man? The motherfucker directly said that Spider-Man 4 is taking place at the same time Secret Wars is.
Yeah.
So it's going to be connected. Peter will be in the movie at some point. So shut the fuck up.
And Daredevil, right? They said they're filming finishing up season 2 the same back-to-back with Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, it's just a whole bunch. Bro. That's the thing. Like you can't please everybody.
And it's even worse than Star Wars.
Yeah.
Even worse.
But then again, is it just YouTube people saying it though? Because the people I'm talking to on the street, like the neighbors and stuff, they excited, yo.
I'm saying
it's clickbait.
YouTubers saying it for clickbait, bro. That's what it is, dog.
It's for clickbait, bro.
Dude, they do that y'all done said it, man.
They perpetuate that level of ignorance because they know that it gets some clicks.
It's easy.
It brings people on, and then half the motherfuckers that do this shit actually secretly low-key love the shit, but they just do it because of the fucking algorithm.
The clickbaits, bro.
The truth, bro. The truth, put it this way: the truth is a lie, and a lie is salvation.
The truth is irrelevant to these people. It's really irrelevant. Like it don't matter to them. Like we can talk to We Blue about actual morals and actual things that we should uphold as human beings, but they gonna be sitting there bored at that conversation. That conversation to them is not making them any money.
Bro, I don't know how many times that I've fallen for clickbait and I'm saying something to Lyle or Vinny, and they be like, "Yo, bro, turn your computer off."
We got to, bro.
Just turn it on, bro. I be so mad about shit. Bro.
Hey, yo,
I said this to Vinny or Lyle.
We be having interventions,
bro. The niggas be like, "Yo, Jay, just turn off this shit."
Hold up, yo,
it's
to the point where when I see the bubbles, I'll be like, "Yo, Jay, don't read that."
Yo, Jay, don't read it.
He don't even put it up. I'll be like, "Yo, Jay, just stop reading." Let me say it. Nah, I know what you're gonna say, bro. Just stop.
Vinny, like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, bro, don't read that shit.
Yo, who was there when because we look at it as new because it's amplified by the internet, but dude, I hesitate when people start hating about casting. 1989, probably 88, Michael Keaton, bro. This was
they hated him for Batman, though.
Yo, they had people were signing sick.
He's bald.
Trying to on TV. I remember that, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Petitions,
they showed one trailer. And that's been everybody's favorite Batman since.
Ever since, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So people were hating on Ben Affleck for playing Daredevil when just hearing his name. He's playing Batman. Let me sit back and see. And like you said, there's an excitement to it. I did a little bit. Y'all know I hated on the Dr. Doom thing. But that does not take away my excitement. Because they're gonna do it. Me hating is not gonna stop them from their plan. So I'm just gonna sit back and see what. Let me see what they're going to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? They that confident, and look at all these characters, dog. Like man, Magneto, Professor X, how are they going to fit? This
is Secret Wars, man. It's gonna
we
work.
know they made the whole list, but even though they're giving us these names, there's still so much possibility. But even with the names that we know,
you know what's crazy too, bro? Like even with the Ben Affleck thing for Batman, so many people were hating him. Like, oh, he can't fight. Did you not see fucking Daredevil, dummy? Even the part with them on the fucking seesaw was this fucking hilarious. By
you cut that part out, man.
You cut that part out. But to see him in
the fight scene, we just got a fucking announcement. Oh shit!
Oh no!
What? Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is coming exclusively to theaters June 4th. 2027.
I'm not gonna bring up. I'm not gonna bring up
27.
Yeah. There's some
stills. I'm thinking some shit happening this year.
There's some stills because Brent sent it to me, but I'm not putting that shit up. I'm not spoiling it, but it is some stills. But we'll just keep it moving.
27.
No. Yeah, listen. Let's keep on tap. We're not going to because I don't know.
All right,
let's just drop it. We're gonna talk about that, but we're gonna.
But the thing about Ben, like when they were announcing for Batman, everybody was hating. And now all of a sudden, he's one of the fucking best Batman that you've ever seen on film. That is the best fighting Batman I've ever seen on film.
That's why I don't say shit until I see it. I have opinions. I'm human. But in terms of hating, if this is an investment, man. We'll see what happens, yo.
Sometimes
and the man now he worn out.
Sometimes I think I'm a different breed, bro. I think I'm a different breed because I don't exist in that space of negativity for shit until I see it. And I just think I'm a different breed, bro. I don't have those expectations like everybody else.
You're a creator.
I'm hoping for things. I'm very hopeful and optimistic for everything, and I give things a chance.
You see,
I there's certain characters that I gravitate to that I like that people don't like.
Right.
I appreciate Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. Motherfuckers don't like it. I appreciate Letitia Wright as the Black Panther. Motherfuckers don't like it. I appreciate there's so many different Tenoch. I appreciated him as fucking Namor. Motherfuckers like, why you make him? What the fuck you mean?
Yeah.
I enjoy what I basically saw on screen.
I'm
excited about it.
Dude, it's extremisms, yo. I don't know if that's the right word to describe it, but it's like you can't, because there's something. Do I prefer Chadwick as the original Black Panther more than Black Panther 2? Yeah. What people will do is, because we can't get Chadwick, we'll hate on the second one. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, I can still appreciate it for what it is. Chick was dope. It made sense within what is it not to like?
If they had not read the comics, he was Black Panther at one point.
Exactly. If they had chose anybody else, for me, I would have been questioning why'd you skip this? Why'd you skip this chick, yo? But I don't know, man.
On to that point, and I'm gonna let it go. People do not realize Chadwick Boseman's impact on those human beings that worked on that fucking film.
Exactly.
Some of y'all do not understand and really get that feeling, because when he died, those people were shook. I'm talking about people who are handling cameras. People were fucking making food on the set. That man touched everybody's life across that whole set. You gotta. Those people wanted to respect him and his life,
and they did.
They wanted to just move on like that.
Black Panther 2. The cinematography, dude, that first scene, when they were honoring him, that shit was gorgeous. The slow motion, the music, that scene alone was like, yo, this is it, bro. This is it, man. I can't believe there were people that disliked it.
But the thing but on the other side of that, and I'm with all that, right? But on the other side of that, the man himself he knew he was dying, bro.
Yeah.
He did not want the character to be killed off. He didn't want it to happen.
Honestly,
he said it himself. His brother said it himself.
But honestly, I don't think that's what he wanted. I honestly don't think. I think
he didn't want him to kill the character off.
I honestly believe they knew what the long game was, but they knew that it was too soon. I honestly believe that there was a long game and they knew what it was, but they had to play it safe, especially with Ryan Coogler. He knew what he basically had to do. He did what he had. He worked with what he had on the plate at that time. But again, like Robertica said, you had a host of actors. From our standpoint, it's like, okay, yes, you need to recast the character. But how many actors did they approach about doing it and turned it down because they was like, no, it's too soon?
I wouldn't say
we're like, yo, right now, it's a soft spot for it. I think there was plans on bringing the character back, but they had to follow suit for what it was in that moment. And the thing is, we have a tendency because of what we want. We get a little bit impatient. It's a knee-jerk reaction to say, fuck y'all, because y'all not going to do it. No, wait. It's going to happen. It just takes its own time.
The way they did it was comics like when they did, because she was, and people don't know the fucking book. You got to read the book. She was Black Panther at a point in time after T'Challa. Okay,
he got hurt. He was hurt to do
right. He was hurt.
Took up the mantle.
Exactly. So why don't you motherfuckers don't understand that? Like, okay, I was impatient, but I already knew it was going to come back around to T'Challa coming back at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to address things in the actual IP and the comic after the fact. You know what I'm saying? That second movie was a grieving period, I think, for the fans, the cast,
that's it.
Marvel,
which made that decision that much harder, right? Like it's easy for us to look at it and been like, "Yo, they should have recast." Right. I couldn't. It's funny, man, because I heard other people's opinions when it was happening. I couldn't even formulate an opinion because I don't know the right answer. I didn't know the right answer. You know what I'm saying? So it had to have been difficult for those, like you said, those close to him. Those working on it, it had to have been a tough.
Because for me also, I took it as a pride thing too, because it's like that was one of the first major like African American characters that we had like live action on film, big time. Like my kids, my they loved it, but my daughters was devastated when this dude died. You know what I'm saying? We all were. You feel me? So it was like I was upset because I'm like, yo, bro, you got like 8 Supermen. You got like 12 different Batmen. You got all these motherfuckers that play Spider-Man. It's only one Black Panther. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's where I took it at. You feel me? So I don't know. I took it.
Jared, this was one movie. She was Black Panther for 12 issues, and this is one movie. And
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And those 12 issues, you guys had a problem with it too. So it's like, can't win.
That chick, her costume was fly too, boy. That outfit was fly.
I finally got the fucking figure, bro. I'm so glad I got that.
I want to digress. We got to stay on. We got to stay on. Bro.
Right.
Yeah. Vinny, what are your thoughts behind this, bro?
I'm not hating on anything that's going on with the movie per se, so much as I just am a big.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Wow. I'm just you know how I feel about trailers. So Bloomer, I hope you don't hate my hate for my disdain for the spoilers. It has nothing to do with the creators. I just want to not know everything about these fucking movies before they drop, and I know that that's not. I know that I'm in the minority there, and I've always accepted that the way the game is now, there's so many different things vying for every person, every dollar on this planet, that they have to go through desperate measures sometime to attract as many people to those theaters as possible, especially in this day and age where it has to be a $1 billion budget film in order to get asses in the seats, or else people ain't, or just waiting 2 weeks until it comes out at home anyways. So I feel like it's just been getting worse and worse with trying to give us so much information about every film. I mean, we had so many spoilers going into Deadpool and Wolverine, and with these event films that have such an elaborate and large cast, it's obviously, with a cast that big, it's really hard to hide who they're going to be dealing with, who they're going to have in it. And this does like get out ahead of it a little bit. That doesn't mean that I'm happy about knowing how many fucking people they felt to tell us that was in it. It would have been cool to see some of those names as a surprise as we're watching the film. So like everybody, oh wow, so-and-so is going to be in it. Oh wow, Namor's going to be in it. Just, I mean, as hype as you were seeing Namor was going to be in it, or Scott Summers was going to be in it, just imagine like that reaction and in the process of the film, as opposed to when you see him in the film, it's like, all right, cool, I knew he was in it, there he goes. And as opposed to like, oh shit, Namor is back. I like having those moments as I'm watching the film instead of while I'm on my phone, just peeping the trailer. or watching a 5-hour trailer. That was odd, but I don't have any idea how they're going to interpret the Secret Wars and Doomsday story. It looks like they're throwing a bunch of extra stuff in. This might even turn into some Avengers versus X-Men shit. A lot of people are excited for Scott Summers back. I have mixed emotions on that because watching Paradise, man, like James Marsden still looks like he's ready to say to me my X-Men and suit up. But at the same time, a lot of people are excited to see him back and in the suit and see Professor X back and see Magneto and all these X-Men and stuff. But I've patiently been waiting for, half a decade at least to see Disney's Marvel Studios version of the X-Men. And we keep getting, every couple years, we get a new send-off for Fox's X-Men. We got a send-off for Doctor Strange. Now we got a send-off. Like, I'm not, I was over those movies 15 years ago. Like, and we can't get rid of them. We can't move forward. It's like we can't get rid of. We can't move forward. And I just I'm frustrated because I want to see new X-Men, new cast. I mean, I know a lot of people love them and everything, but I've just they did their time. I want to see new blood play those roles, and I always felt like having new actors in the old school suits would have been a perfect way to get fans to accept them and be like, all right, cool. The new cast is wearing the suits. Let's get hyped for that, as opposed to you already seen Wolverine in the suit, Scott Summers in the suit, Professor X in the yellow chair. If you would have did any of those things for the new cast, that would have ingratiated them easier.
Not to interrupt you, but dude, they got this list. There's got to be more of a surprise.
No. Don't get me wrong. There'll be 20 people. There'll be 20 people who are on that list.
No. This is what I mean, specific to the X-Men, though. I'm hoping that what they're keeping a secret is
the younger version.
That's what I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping they're not revealing that. I feel like because I feel like it's weird that Patrick Stewart, the names that they just dropped from X-Men.
Yeah,
it feels. I'm excited to see them. I love as people. Yeah, them two dudes are beautiful individuals. They just
absolutely
good, just good people, right? So I'm glad to see their names on there. But I was kind of surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, there's something. If they showing these names, the secret is somewhere else, yo. The surprise is something else. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, though. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm hyped for this film. I love the Russos. Doomsday. I mean, Lil knows how much I love Doctor Doom and how much we both love Secret War stories, both of them. Shit, even the Pendant story, Secret War story. All the Secret War stories have been fire. Yeah. So I'm really excited to see what all they do, and there's so many different things that they could do positively. So my hate on this is just because I don't like spoilers. I just want this shit to be fresh. So there's a lot of people hating on this for so many dumb reasons when they have no idea what it's going to be. I feel like even if they do everything right, there's going to be people pissed off because, like you said, that's gets them attention and shit like that. I just I don't know. I just feel like I wish you could just say Avengers Doomsday. Like, that's all you got to tell me. It's a shame that you got to tell everybody else, 20 minutes of the movie, because we'll see 4 trailers for this with tons and tons of fucking, fight scenes and leaks and all these spoilers and cameos. And it's just, that's what is become their bread and butter. Like all these insular films that were self-contained just didn't, so many of them didn't work for them. And a film like Deadpool and Wolverine made them $1 billion. So that's where they're feeling like they got to, get their bread and butter from. So I've mixed emotions on it because I really would like to see a lot of cool stuff happen from this movie in the theater instead of way before we get there, because we still got a long way to go, and we know we're going to get a lot spoiled on the way.
Yeah, I think, and here's the thing, bro. Like I said, I always say, like, for a lot of people, temper the expectations so you're more surprised. Because the thing is, I think there's a narrative, and you're right. I don't think that they have to keep showing us the passing of the torch, but I think it's part of me is like, yo, these motherfuckers are using this. It's a plot device. It's a way to basically advance the characters, but they're using them definitely as like a linchpin, sort of like just to say, you know what, you had your run, now it is time to pass, and they might actually have them die in the most horrific manner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could definitely happen, you know, to whereas we're going to get that. But I think a lot of what they're doing is tying together some loose ends because of the simple fact that what they did in the number one, what they did in the Marvels, introducing that parallel universe or that different universe where they exist, and you put Monica Rambeau in that space. So now you got to make good on that. You know what I mean? Now you have to do what you have to do to kind of tie that up. You know what
Think
I mean?
about how
'Cause that was
crazy it is
before.
that in what? How long has it been since I game? 5 years. It's the one film. It's the one film with like an after credit scene or an important scene that ties or leads to anything else out of all those fucking films. That's the one film where, all right, what are they going to do about that? So it's really you know, or the one thing that hasn't been answered yet. So obviously they have to go back and touch on that, and it's just this film has a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of things that they have to do with this, and part of my issue too is how much of Doom are we actually going to see in this, or is it going to be so much other shit that don't have much to do with them at all? And all these could be, let's like when we were talking about Superman, these could all those Mr. Terrific and Guy Garner, those could all be like little cameo quick scenes that are barely relevant. So it could be mostly about Doom for all I know. It's just that's what we do in this period of time between when we get news and when we see the film. We could just say, oh, everything will be perfect, and then wait for the film to come out to have anything negative to say till we see it. But if you can assume that something is going to be perfect, you can also assume that maybe everything ain't going to be. That's part of using logic, and that's what we do here. We've seen so many films come and go that there's signs of things that might be trouble in the water, and there's signs that things might be looking great. So if we just never say anything negative because we haven't seen it, then you can't say anything positive because you haven't seen it either. And there's a difference between just fish and just
So we just gotta wait.
And we just talking about the toxicity when we talking about the negative. It's a difference between us critiquing because they're putting information out there. So for us to judge,
there's
it's
levels.
just we know
There's
what it
levels
is.
to it.
When they toxic, we know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's levels to it. There's definitely levels to it.
Yeah.
There's healthy, constructive criticism, and then there's just people just wilding just for attention.
Yeah.
That's the people I'm talking about. The motherfuckers out there that just wilding just because, creating thumbnails just because they want to create a level of discord. Listen, the movie, we just have to wait and see. We got a whole year before it actually drops. So once it drops, we can formulate our opinions at that particular point. Now it's just a wait and see, because even what I think may be completely wrong, I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm just enjoying the feel good space that we get a chance to see stuff like this kind of transpire after going through a whole huge hiatus where there was no connectivity or cohesiveness. You know, you're seeing that there's a possibility of them tying these things together. Yes, it's late. I get that. It's late, but it's better late than never. It's good that they're trying to do this shit, because it could be much, much fucking worse, man, for real. I mean, listen, let them do what they got to do. If the movie comes out and it's complete dog shit, then there's definitely going to be a conversation to be had. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think that that's going to happen. We got two films back to back. That we have Secret Wars as well, and I think that we're going to.
You think we'll get the Cabal?
From what they're saying, we may. But here's the thing: they're not really saying. Here's the thing, bro. To be quite honest, the Russos ain't really saying shit. They're not. They're not saying a damn thing.
If they get the Cabal, they're gonna bring Thanos back somehow. Then
I don't know, but they're letting everybody else speculate and formulate these whole theories and these they letting motherfuckers do that shit. They ain't saying nothing. They're just putting their cards on the table as far as who's in it. Look, it's going to come out, so let us get ahead of it. These are the people that are going to be in the movie. These are the people that aren't going to be as secretive. There's more to come. Just wait and see. But right now, we're starting production. Let's leave it at that. And that's where I think that they are. They're not really saying too much enough.
And by the way, they've done this before. This rollout looked different, but we done seen them bring out the cast on stage. You know what I mean? And thinking they're giving us information and they ain't give us shit until we see the movie. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's going to be leaks and stuff, but Dude,
There's another topic that
this
I
to me
wanted
looks
to
normal.
talk about here, but I was like, I'm refraining. I'm not going to do it because that's just going to blow up in everybody's face. Because there's even rumors about that. First, there was rumors that they basically found the director for this film. Then there's rumors just 2 days ago that they completely canceled it. So now I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to talk about this shit.
You don't want to talk about it?
Nope, fuck no. Because it's going to go down a rabbit hole that I don't want to go down, bro. Because again, it's going to be disgruntled feelings. And right now, because there's so much muted conversations out there that we don't know, I'd rather wait until there's an official announcement by Marvel. Nothing's been official. Nothing's official. Not even the director that they're saying is going to direct this film. Nothing is official until there is a statement from Marvel themselves saying that this nothing is official and it's not even begging the conversations. I don't even want to go down that road. You already know, man. It's just...
we already touched this so many times. We all know what it is.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So moving on, I want to kind of move on to this real quick here. We got RB Silver. If you don't know him, if you don't know his work, again, with the Powers of X, House of X, everything that's basically been going on in that particular space as well. He's done some amazing work with the Fantastic Four. A lot of what we actually seen with Magneto, the death of Magneto, the Avengers, even basically the Avengers, or actually, no, I'm sorry, the Axe event. He did some work on that as well. Silver's been putting in work for a minute. Vinny, are you familiar with him?
Yeah, he done some cool stuff with Fantastic Four, Empire. Yep. He's doing the current One World Under Doom series, which is so fucking good. The first issue was kind of like it was decent, but it wasn't quite what we were expecting, I think. And I think the second issue drastically picked up without even anything major happening. It's just the narrative of the second issue was so powerful that it set up a lot of things with what the intent of the series is going to be. So his art and narrative is just great. I am way behind on X-Men, so there's a lot of X stuff that I can't wait to catch up on to get more familiar with his X stuff. But his Avengers, Fantastic Four, the cat is very talented. Great storyboarding. Does great with sequentials and can handle a lot of characters on a page. Does great with detail. Never feels too muddy. Clean work, and works great with his colorists. Like, I don't know if he picks them or whoever they assign to him. He usually has just tremendous people working with him on his color palette. So he does great stuff. I've dug his work on whatchamacallit, the Fantastic Four stuff and Empire and all that. So I'm excited for when I finally get to binge my X stuff to see his work on there with Hickman and everybody else, and Bendis and everybody else who's worked on those titles. So I'm not familiar with him as I need to be, but what I have seen of his, I dig his stuff. So definitely want to watch for upcoming stuff because they're putting a lot on his plate and he's eating it up.
Yeah, he's definitely been Bendis's go-to for a lot of this, you know what I mean? Or if it's like they're the marriage between them, but it looks they're definitely doing a damn good ass job with it. Are you familiar with this, Jay?
Yeah, I only know him from House of M and the World of Doom.
The One World Under Doom.
World Doom. Yeah. I've got his first couple of books from that, and I know him a lot from House of M. His artwork is tremendous. I didn't know he did other projects other than those two. Really, I just started learning about him probably about maybe 3 years ago, for who he really was. But I've been impressed with all his artwork thus far, man. I got a lot of his books I didn't even know I had some. Especially with the X-Men stuff.
Yeah, he's definitely an incredible, incredible artist, in his own right. Roberta, gets you familiar with him?
No, not really. I might have seen this art before. Hell, I might have one of his books.
Yeah.
Is he like a modern? This is a modern guy.
Yeah. He's more modern. He's not old school. He's definitely more modern.
If you got some House of M or any new Doom stuff, you probably got some of his stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He is his palette, his art is definitely phenomenal. I just wanted to kind of touch on him because of the simple fact that he's, you know, in his zeitgeist of what we're discussing with X-Men, Fantastic Four, Doom. It just made sense to kind of, you know, bring him up as well because we got it. And especially if you're familiar with House and Powers of X, you know, definitely a dope run on those stories, especially with the Krakoa era.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and on top of that, bro, listen.
He did Sam Wilson too? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did a lot with the Avengers as well, bro. But there's one character that is a character that was created that I absolutely love, and I would love to see in live action if ever they would actually do it. Are you familiar, Vinny? Are you familiar with Rasputin?
Yeah. They
love what they did with this character, bro.
Avengers has been, and several other books have been really trying to bring like lower tier characters up, and when it works, it is great because there's, you know, we see the same people so often, you know. So he definitely has this knack for working on a lot of different varied characters. So he clearly likes you know, stretching his arms and digging into crates for, you know, all types of cats that, you know, aren't the usual suspects.
Yeah, and this character, like I said, again, amalgamation of, you know, the science work by yours truly, Mr. Sinister. You know, definitely one that they were pushing to the forefront, you know, within the comics itself. But I just like what they've been doing. If you're reading the latest X-Men run, especially with I think it's the most recent run where, you know, Xavier himself, he actually brought back. So there was an egg. There was an egg that he basically has been saving, and it was, you know, everybody had their you know speculations on who the character was, but he brought somebody back from the past. I'll just wait for you to read it. If you're in the X-Men titles, he brought somebody back from his past, which was expected. It was pretty much a dope run. But yeah, man, I mean, you know, Silver's been doing some incredible work. Proper, you familiar with him, man?
Nah, man, you put me on to him. I've seen his work before. So what I'm realizing, man, dude, some of the new artists, and it might be a testament to how good some of these comic book artwork is, dog. Like it's almost like I'm not following them because there's so many good artists out there. But man, going through his work, dude, he almost has. It's crazy because even looking at this, there's a complexity to it. Like just looking at it, it looks like there's a lot going on. But dude, there's not a lot of lines. It's very simple. It almost reminds me of a anime style. Not that it looks like anime, but just in the sense that there's very, very few lines. There's not a lot going on. You know what I mean? Look at it at McFarlane, who just puts lines in there just because to make it look more complicated. Whereas in this is very, 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 very clean, very, very simple. The dude is dope, yo. Yeah. I need to dig through my collection. I feel like I've got.
Dig in, bro. Like he's.
If you have any of these, like the one we're under Doom, like
that's what I.
Yeah, you definitely want to get World War Under Doom, especially even with the most recent Spider-Man run with that book as well.
That's what I thought. Yep.
Yeah.
Did he do? I know you don't like it, but Doom Academy too. I have a few of those too. I know you don't like Doom Academy.
I don't think so.
Nah, he didn't do Doom Academy.
All right.
At all. He didn't have that touch on that run because again, it's if you're not following,
I know y'all hate them boys, but I got a couple of them.
It's kind of fickle. I definitely didn't.
You told me that was trash. I said, wow.
Yeah,
it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's like it's Doom Academy, but I mean, I'm Strange Academy, but when you read it, it's just like I think it's kind of all over the place, bro. Especially with the characters, and on top of that, it has nothing to do, almost damn near nothing to do with Strange at all.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's just like, after a couple from the thing, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight.
Yo, they for real dropped the name. Oh yeah, they just for real dropped the name for Spider-Man 4. They dropping all kinds of news. They know you online, bro.
Yeah, it's actually CinemaCon right now. CinemaCon.
Oh yeah, it's CinemaCon, so that's why they.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're already filming Spider-Man 4 now, right? I think.
We got it's called Brand New Day.
Yeah, it's just a brand new
July
day.
31st, 2026. Wow.
Yeah, Ray's
No.
telling
They
Yeah,
say
you.
one more day.
They started filming yesterday, right? Or day before yesterday.
He said Bloomer Day.
Blooper Day. It's like
Yeah, just imagine
Bro,
they call it
Spider-Man
Bloomer Day.
Hoberticus way.
yeah. That's like a week before my birthday. So yeah, actually,
Word.
pretty nice.
July 31st. That's gonna be interesting, man. They are rolling out a lot because it is CinemaCon right now, so it's gonna be interesting. Speaking of which, speaking of Spider-Man, man, look, I'm sorry, man. My bad, y'all. My bad, man. But this Ultimate Spider-Man number 15. Hey, who was that? Who was that? What was that DJ's name? Hold on. Remember, Vinny? Remember Ron G?
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say Flex, Funk Master Flex.
Nah, not Flex. Not Funk Master Flex. But no, bro, like this right here is this book. It continues the. It's okay. So y'all haven't read this, right?
That's my favorite one.
I read. I did read it.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't read it, but
So here's the thing, bro. What I love, Vinny, did you read this yet?
Yep, read it today.
Okay. So what I love about this, bro, is I love the dialogue. I really love the dialogue. And one of the key scenes in this book was his conversation with the symbiote from the symbiote.
Symbiote,
yeah, the Venom, which again in this area it wasn't based. It's not an alien. It's not alien. It's more tech by Tony Stark himself. But I love the conversation, and I love that it's attached itself to Peter's son. I definitely love that. But just where the story is going, and the simple fact that you guys said, man, who is trapped in this fucking form, bro. Like they have genetically altered his form and made him more powerful than we have ever seen him before. It is so fucking dope.
It's just the way that they did him, though.
Yeah.
It was just the way that they did him, and this is just continuously going into the reason why we love this line so far. We've been in it. We've been in it 15 months now. Can you believe that? 15 months.
Yeah,
we've been in it. And I'm just loving the fact that
already it's crazy.
Yes, I'm just loving the fact that for a lot of people who are coming over from the ASM titles, you're getting a chance to see Peter in a light that they never want to put him in.
Grown Peter.
They never want to make him grown. They never want to, like show the progression of like, what does it actually look like when he gets the girl and then moves on? You know, gets out of high school. What's the progression look like? You know,
my man got a beard, bro.
Right? We just want to know what it looked like. Exactly. He got a beard. He's working a more stable. It looks like he's got things more stable and more figured out. And so as we saw in the last issue, is no more New Goblin.
Yeah.
He did not make it to this issue.
Yeah.
And a lot of this issue wasn't a whole lot of combat. Yes, there's a little section, as Lael mentioned, with Sandman. But that was more so like a tutorial of showing us how Richard is actually, how Richard, Peter, and the Suit all feel about each other and feel about this situation. And so with Peter escaping the last issue, now his family's on the run. All of them are on the run. They're on the run right now, and that's where this kind of takes place. Where this issue takes place is there. There was so many great moments. Leo, you brought up that. Let me bring this one up. At the end, Uncle Ben.
Yep. He knows what's coming, bro.
Jonah Jameson, Kingpin and Wesley with a bunch of moves.
Yep.
They had been putting up stories, as you guys know. They put their paper, Ben and JJ's paper. They had been putting stories, posting them anonymously using the name Ben Reilly as a big wink, as we know. And we find out, like in this issue, they show Ben and JJ pictures of people dead, saying this is a Ben Reilly, and they were like, "So you killed every Ben Reilly in New York?" And Kingpin was so cold. He's like, "No. I belong to a global enterprise. I killed every Ben Riley in the world.
Yep. Yep.
And the coldest thing is like they were like, so you trying to like intimidate us? He's like, no. I just want you to stop hiding.
Yeah. Just stand in your truth. Stand on business.
Kingpin is a motherfucker. That's the person. That's the part of Kingpin you just find revolting, and you hate him for it. It's like you're terrible. You're rotten through and through. There's nothing about you that's pure. There's nothing about you that's clean. Everything about you is rotten. You are rotten to the fucking core. And that's why I love Kingpin. Is
it weird? Like is it weird that I associate the TV Kingpin with the comic?
No, it's not.
And hate him on the same level.
I
Yeah.
hear his voice when I read the comic book. When I read the comics and I see Kingpin, I hear this guy's voice from Daredevil, bro. It's cool.
I agree.
I associate him with the same hate and disgust I have for the comic book version of Daredevil. That's how we carry on the TV show too. It's crazy, bro. Like,
I think I'm starting to hate the live action Kingpin. Here. Yeah. I'm starting to get there.
Yeah,
bro. Because when you read him in the books, like you got to put that voice together with the picture.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing.
I've still been operating with the animated series voice.
The animated series was the voice, bro.
That's the Kingpin.
That was the voice.
That voice. But
it was cold too.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's my black boy, old school. What's his name?
Yeah. He passed away not too long ago. Right?
Yeah,
great voice actors in that
Michael
show.
Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
No. For the animated.
No, that's
the animated Spider-Man.
Okay, my bad. I missed it. That's what
the 90s joint, right?
But yeah, Kingpin here was trying to get on Reverse Flash generational hater levels like that. He could have just said, hey, I know what y'all. He could have said, "Hey, I know what y'all up to," but nope. Yeah, that's a very.
It was like, look, you're gonna just look. I already know what you're doing. Keep doing it because you're just a distraction, and I want you to keep doing it. I want you to keep telling the world about me. Because the more they're focused on me, they're not focused on everything else that's going on behind.
I work for God. The thing that you call night is his hand over.
Bro. You can see it in the
bars in this fucking issue, bro.
In his face, in the bars, like you can just see it in his face, dog. Like he is such a prick, such a dickhead, dog. Like, and he don't mind motherfuckers putting his business out there. Like I'm still do me.
Because he's untouchable.
Let me put this bow and I'll let my brothers continue on. The last thing that I really, it's kind of like heart wrenching because it was the last line of the book. And so you're kind of like, ooh, what's this gonna mean? They came to Ben and JJ to get a comment to the other paper because the Daily Bugle is gonna run this bullshit against them in the next day. And Ben says, when the dust settles and the rights and the wrongs are righted, I'm gonna be the motherfucker that writes the obituary, and you can quote me on that. And the book ends. Oh, yeah. This wasn't about beating ass. This wasn't about belt to ass this week. This was about bars for that ass.
Yeah, bro. And because the thing is, he already knows he's going to die. He knows what's coming. He knows that he's basically he's standing in truth, but eventually his time is up. You know what I mean? And that's going to be a definitely. Here's the thing. It's not even how I see his relationship right now with Peter. It's how I see his relationship also right now with J. Jonah Jameson, because they're working closely together on these stories. So it's like, okay, what's going to happen when somebody's basically, again, we're seeing a story completely flipped on his head. Now there's not just a relationship with Peter and his family, but there's the relationship with J. Jonah Jameson.
Right. And does Ben get clapped and does he defect to the Daily Bugle and he goes on that side? Like, there's so many questions as how this could play out.
Because here's the thing. Right now, we're seeing a J. Jonah Jameson that isn't as angry. But what happens when, in fact, this version of or when Ben, Uncle Ben is somebody who he considers like an ally, a friend, when he dies, he's going to start blaming Peter like, yo, you're on the run. You brought this shit to us, bro. You brought this shit here. He can still point the finger. Like, you know what I mean? So it's so many ways that they can do it. This is a wait and see, but it's like now we're getting to the thick of things where there's definitely going to be a major crossover. Don't know when it's going to happen, but they are setting this shit up. This to me is better than the first Ultimates run. It is.
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah, oh yeah.
I am fucking loving every bit of this, bro.
The first Ultimate one was just another world of Marvel, another world of Avengers. This is
just Ultimates, right? Not Ultimate Spider-Man. We just talking about Ultimates.
No. The Ultimates before.
I'm talking about just the Ultimate stories in general.
Yeah.
I am loving where they're going with these stories.
Spider-Man is my favorite one. Spider-Man and Black Panther are my favorite Ultimates.
Bro, fuck Bruce Banner in this whole universe. Fuck Bruce Banner in this whole universe that's going on.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah. Vinny, what you think of the book, man?
I really feel like that this is the quintessential comic book of the modern age. I feel like it has arguably the best writer in the game, and you can make the case that Marco's doing the best pencils in the game right now. I catching up on Daredevil stuff. I've seen his early stuff with Daredevil. I've seen his early stuff with Punisher, and I am so glad that they grabbed him for this title, because if every single book feels like, all right, let me stop and give it my undivided attention. Like, I rarely read Ultimate Spider-Man like as a, not so much. There's some comics I read as a chore in a way. Like, I just need to see what's the next thing in the story, or I don't want to miss anything. But all right, it's the next weekly episode, monthly episode of something, and I'm just seeing what's up. But very few books I anticipate and focus on like this book. And from the presentation, I mean the paper, the fucking the composition of the pages, the editing, the pacing, everything about each one of these comics every month is almost perfect. It's just so incredible. I feel like the debate of this versus Bendis's Ultimate Spidey from the 2000s is a whole nother thing. But for right now in 2025, when there's such turmoil in the industry, to have a book like this that is undeniably special is awesome, because it is really, really a special book. And what makes it even more special is that in the same company, run by the same people at the top, you have this book doing everything that they can to tell you phenomenal stories and give you phenomenal art, be out on time, and not milk you dry, and give you something important happening every single week. And then on the flip side, in the universe that's supposed to be, the core universe, you have the editor telling you, if you don't like him not being married, then I suggest you just don't read it. Go, fuck off. Which is insane. Tom Reaper just said that. It's just so fucking insane. It's like comics are a dying, or not dying, but comics are on life support in some ways. Like, it is not a very huge industry that it used to be in the 90s. Like, they need to be asking people for patience, or pushing their shit. And a lot of people are complaining about him not being married or not having this, that, and the third. And you know what? If you feel like that's not the way you want to go with your books, that is fine. But what you don't do is tell people, go fuck yourself. That is insane. So to have them on the other side giving you everything that you could possibly want from Spider-Man in his life, because a lot of us older readers who are still the ones, I feel like a lot of the readers in the comic industry nowadays are older cats. A lot of us grew up with an older Spider-Man, married and
Jane,
and are fine, cool, break him up for a little bit. But every comic book reader knows that any story, whether it be somebody dying or back broken or getting separated, whatever, everything is cyclical. You just give it a minute, Captain America will come back. Give it a minute, Human Torch will be reborn. Give it a minute, everybody's going to come back. You don't really got to worry about anything. So when you have a story that people assume would just be a little while, and then it never fucking changes back, like you can't be mad that people are upset that a story isn't fixed when every other every other time that they break something, they fix it.
Yeah,
it's just
true.
a gimmick. This
That's
is
true.
sticking, and you can't be mad. People are pissed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's dope that this is here for fans who aren't getting what they want out of Amazing Spider-Man, and they're getting such an iconic, incredible run here. And it's truly like if I had to tell somebody to pick up, who asked what should I be reading, I start here. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, I think it, and you know what? Let me ask you a question. Vinny, let me ask you a question. Do you think, even though I agree, like it's not something you don't, so it's sort of like you as a writer, you get baited by like just the the outgoing pour of like opinions and stuff like that, to the point where, do you think it was more like him being so fucking fed up by the current state of just the dialogue back and forth with motherfuckers trying to tell writers what they should do, and it's just like boiled over to the point where he's just like, you know what?
But here's the thing,
but even though he should have kept his composure,
you're the editor, right? You're the editor. It's your job to be cool.
Yeah,
it's your job. Like I could see the writers feeling that way. Like, fuck y'all, we doing something. Like, if you don't like it, fuck y'all. I can see that. But we're talking about the boss. Yeah. Like, the boss is not supposed to say, boss ain't supposed to send people away and say, you know what I mean? The boss is supposed to be like, I mean, like, if you go to a restaurant and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm not liking this burger. Can I have chicken instead? The manager doesn't come to your table and be like, oh, you don't like a burger? Go fuck yourself. Eat at Wendy's across the street. Like, no, they say, oh, we're sorry about that. What can we do? Now, if you keep bitching and bitching, like, they're going to be patient with you. But your instinct, talking to not even a specific fan to face, but like giving a public statement about fans who aren't liking the direction, isn't, there's a story that we're working on. We're not interested in reuniting them at this time. We understand your frustrations. Different people want different things. Mm-hmm. If you would like to see them together, they're together in Ultimate Spider-Man. We highly recommend that book. Yeah. But if you're upset about them not reuniting in Amazing Spider-Man, we're sorry, but be patient. Maybe one day, but that's not in our plans right now. That's the way it goes. We're telling a different story that doesn't have to deal with that. You know what I mean? There's a public relations way to handle all these problems, and as the fucking boss, the editor, you can't be wilding. You can't be telling people.
You need to be a PR dude, bro. You need to be somebody's PR person, bro. Like you need to be an interest like Vinny. Bro, I can imagine the conversations be like, yo, bro, like I just read what you did, bro. Nah, man, that wasn't the move, bro. Retract that statement, bro.
You gotta fall back on that. You gotta
fall back on that shit, bro.
Don't say that.
Hey, yo, could you imagine him like Vinny as a publicist, bro? Like, dude be sitting there at a press conference, he be ready to like amp, like somebody be out there, Vinny be like,
yeah.
Chill, bro.
Listen, and
what he meant to say was.
You're right. Listen, and the thing about this dude, he is brutally honest, dog. Jesus Christ, Vinny is that boy don't pull no punches, dog. When he got something to say, bro. So,
hey, Vinny, I got something for you, though. I got something for you because
he'll do it.
I got something for you because was it this one? Was it this? Was it this? Yeah, here it is. Here it is, bro. I got something for you. I wanted to play you this. I was going to send it to you, but I was like, nah, let me just play it. So watch this. Watch this. Hold on. I got to bring it back. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Hold up. Is it going to play?
Instead, I made a decision to pray. Like to God. And it was such a foreign concept to me that I swear I almost began with, I'm a big fan of your work.
Bro, I was on Eat, Pray, Love. I was like, yo, I gotta put
I'm a big fan of your work.
She say, yo,
I'm a big fan of your work.
I'm a big fan of your work.
Pray work. Right. Pray work.
She's gonna be at the counter. She's gonna be at DC at the counter.
Yo, the funny shit is, remember when I posted about Cleveland a couple weeks ago? The chick from that group commented on the post, we're fan of your work. And I had they didn't even know that story. It just came out. It's fucking hilarious. I ain't never living that down. I ain't living that one down either.
Bro, you're not. You never will, bro. I saw this. I was like, yo, let me bring that back. Let me bring that back. Let me run that back. I was gonna send it to you, but I was like, nah, let me just wait till Monday.
That's hilarious.
Let me just wait till Monday. But nah, you're right, bro. Like, I think it's let the story itself bleed. Let the story tell itself. And you're gonna have a large conglomerate of individuals who will enjoy it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Look at Brandon. Bro, y'all have to know where it started. You have to know where it began to know how it got to this point. And that moment will never go away. That's been like what, almost damn near 10 years ago, bro? Almost damn near.
Like 8 years.
8 years. It's been 8 years, and this is a running joke to the end. But definitely, if you haven't already, everybody out there, pick up this book. It's definitely incredible. If you're not reading the Ultimate Run, you are missing out.
Get all the Ultimate books, except for X-Men.
Yeah, get all the
Don't out that.
Yeah, Peace Momoko, bro. I don't know what the hell she's doing with that version, but the Weapon X book is dope. I mean, the winners that one is dope. Yep. That one
I like all of them.
Yeah.
I like all the absolute joints, all the ultimate joints. I'm loving the freedom that they have to play in the sandbox with these characters, different things they're doing. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Ultimate X-Men. That's like a fever dream. Otherwise, it's dope.
Yes, we did, K Carter. We definitely did see it, bro. Brand new day. It's going to be interesting to see how that one in Beyond the Spider-Verse. Sony is trying to get shit together. Like they, I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm happy though because I was kind of scared. I'm not going to front. I was kind of scared with your boy, bro. I was like, yo, he's a bit of a stalker. I thought they were going to shut that shit down and just replace him with Hopernicus. But they said, nah, we're going to bring him in this, bro. He's going to
So I hope. Well, didn't they say the Chameleon dude was going to be in there? The one that was from
bro. Jay, stop.
Okay, never mind.
Stop,
my bad.
It's not confirmed.
But okay, but I hope at some point in this brand new day movie that somebody remembers who Peter is. Somebody close to him at least, bro. Like,
you know what? Unpopular opinion. I don't.
I don't want him to have to go.
I think I'm with you. I kind of with you, at least for a movie, yo.
No,
if they do it, man, give us a little time.
They already had it for like it's been 2 movies.
No, bro, because the thing is,
it's gonna be 50 First Dates with Sandler and Barrymore.
Yeah, bro.
There you go.
Just it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Moving on though, because I want to kind of touch on this. I definitely want to touch on this. If you haven't actually seen it, come on, man. Like literally, I'm just gonna put it on this, bro. This scene, they was going.
Oh man.
They was fucking.
Yo, that was a good ass fight, bro.
Bro, but here's the thing, motherfucker.
How's he just taking that though? That's my thing.
Who Muse?
How's he just eating them?
Because okay,
Muse ain't no.
You know, but I know him. I know him in the comics. But I'm like, I want them to explain.
They didn't go
here.
Bro.
Yeah,
here. How is he doing it here?
Yeah,
I don't think he might not be. I like them not explaining it for real.
I think he's enhanced somehow. He might not be inhuman, but something's going on with Muse because he beat the fucking brakes off of his ass. He turned around. He gone.
Yeah.
I
love the way they had to build this. This was a very tough fight to coordinate and plan because you have Muse who you don't want to look like a punk when they first have their first conversation. Yeah. But then you have Daredevil who hasn't fought in years, so he can't look like a punk.
You can tell he was slipping up though a little bit. They made him like
man. Okay, you're helping me out. Yeah, because this isn't. It's not like Matt's been in a suit for weeks now. This is the first time he's been in a suit, done some shit like this, in a long fucking time. I got it. Right.
So he's going in there rusty with Berserker Rage carrying him,
pretty much,
and Muse is surprised and caught off guard. So I love that it was so they broke the trope of the first fight goes to the villain trope. You know what I mean? Like that always happens. But this was like an even back and forth. Muse was surprised. Daredevil was rusty. All right, and they both got they shit off. Like they was going at it. It was an incredible fight.
We got to see
that. I think Muse is enhanced somehow. They might not have him be an inhuman, But
I like them not explaining it. I wish they had really explained it. Like it comics make sense, but here they never explain Kingpin's strength. He just
true.
And I love the juxtaposition between both this fight and because you see basically you're starting to see that both of them are one and the same. They have their own personal struggles, but they are one and the same, carrying around a level of rage that's just unmatched. But it was,
you know what Leo, to that point, you know what I love that they're doing now. In the Netflix show, it's like it was clear that Matt Murdock is a main character. Even in this show, he's the main character. But what they're doing is almost like this duality. Like they're treating Wilson Fisk and this Born Again like he is a second main character. He is.
Yeah, you're right.
What's the actual term for it, Benny? It's
supporting
protagonist and
antagonist. The protagonist antagonist.
There's a protagonist antagonist, but there's also a term for like somebody who's in the middle. I forget the name for it, but he's like a guy that's like in the middle because yes, there's an antagonist approach to it,
right?
But there's still like this humanizing factor. It's like, hey, don't forget that this guy has this aspect to him. It's weird to explain, but just more to Lael's point. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. They're clearly touching on these parallels between both because they both are fighting their true inner nature. Now, I don't know if I've ever seen Matt like as bloodlusted as he is in this show in the comics.
Man, that was.
If he he rarely even really kind of like cripples people in the comics, and he's without any hesitation fucking people up. Like those those reels and jokes with like Batman kicking your ass over.
Yeah, bro.
That's what I think of. But Matt, every week, like somebody jaywalks and jaywalks and then Matt just goes up and breaks your fucking, you wind up in full body cast.
You throw some trash down in Hell's Kitchen to get your ass about there.
Yeah, and then but of course there's the juxtaposition of what Kingpin fighting his inner nature as well. I mean, there's even down to the point where y'all realize they were both fighting an artist at the end of that episode. Yeah, like because Vanessa's dude was an artist too. So
he was an artist,
It was just so many parallels. Obviously, it's clear like that's where they're going with it. I love that they touched on the amount of people that Muse had killed to get that the blood from, because we were going to, me and Leo were debating like, are they going to do it? Are they really? And it wasn't just one or two motherfuckers. It was like at least 60, because in the comics it was 130 some. And the amazing thing is that was all in one fucking piece of art, and Daredevil smelled it and like, hold up, this does blood. Wait, no,
smelled it.
That's a lot of fucking blood from different people.
Yeah.
So I love they made it a little bit more realistic. Like he's not painting fucking skyscrapers. He's doing regular type murals that makes sense with the epoxy shit. That was so clever, the way that they utilized that. Just very cool.
Even the dude that was supposed to break the news down, he's pissing me off. I'm like, bro, get to the point. Tell him what's in there for.
He was just going on and on, like, how many lines? You trying to get your SAG card? How many lines do you got to tell us that they use blood?
Yeah, like this get to the point, bro. Yeah, just get to the point. And that's why she was like, yo, can you just get to the important part? Oh, it's blood. It was his blood. But I love that they basically told this story, and I love the simple fact that right now he is shrouded in mystery. Even how he was, so you can even tell that there was a level of strength. Even how he was carrying the chick, like, and just later on the table, I was like, this dude, he was a little bit buff compared to what there's a character in here who we know who he is. We know he's that person, but they're not. Even what he did to the chicks in the bro, when they was like, "Are you the Muse?"
That was wild. I didn't even
that scene is right out of the comic book.
Right.
Yep.
I was like, wow, somebody did their damn homework, though.
Did they homework, bro? And even the place, even the fucking placement, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was just out of the book.
Like 100%, like step for step, they did that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat by beat, bro.
The subtlety from the comic book to the TV show is unbelievable, bro. Like, when he was, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this picture before. Like,
The only thing that exactly, and the only thing that's different from this, and I think that they're using this differently because again, we don't see Blind Spot in here.
No Blind Spot.
We don't see Blind Spot. So I think that what they're basically using this chick as the White Tiger as a stand-in for, or they're going to probably use her as a White Tiger as a stand-in, so she, he can mentor her. But yeah, like it's that's the only thing that's missing.
The Blind Spot, because holy shit.
Yeah, bro.
He had a rough. That was a rough way to go. He had a rough life.
Oh my god, bro! Like, and even when what we know what happens to him happens, he was still like determined. You know what I mean? And he got his lick back. He did get his lick back. You know what I mean? But yeah, we know. But
you're not living up to your name.
What did Dave Chappelle do that movie?
Yeah, so if that chick's gonna be, replace his, you better learn this shit right here. Just like
She gotta learn how to fight.
You gotta learn this move.
Exactly. Do that block, bro. Like, do the block.
Yeah, better get some goggles.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, did y'all check? I thought it was interesting, man. The bank episode is the only.
I was going to talk about that, but I wanted
like
to get
that,
bro.
I like that though.
It was dope.
That episode is the only episode that made it from the original shoot.
From the original series.
So you can tell it was standalone. So listen how it ended. It ended with him supposed to go. He was supposed to go to dinner. Yeah, it had. I was surprised it had the violence in it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew this episode was already shot for that. Yeah. So except for the little bit of violence when he broke dude's leg. When you watch that episode, it had a completely different tone. I thought it was a dope episode, but it was a different tone than the rest of the show.
Was that episode and also the White Tiger episode that made it from the first cut.
Oh, no. But he said, but this episode was untouched though. You're right.
Untouched, yeah.
So because I'm sure there were some other scenes that was shot, but this was this episode aired the way it was supposed to originally. Yeah.
But you can tell, like, it was again because they also wanted to introduce Kamala Khan's, and they did make references that she's in California, so that was a little Easter egg.
Yeah, West Coast Avengers.
It was a lot though. It was like, all right, we get it. We get it.
And this felt like a comic. This felt like an episode. Felt like a comic book.
Yeah, it was an issue. It was just like
that's
stuff that we read all the time, bro.
Yep.
Bro, when he called
self-contained, straight to the point, boom, boom,
his leg up, I was like,
bro. The funniest shit is he didn't even ask him no questions. No, he was like Han Solo. Didn't even ask me any questions.
No, right. For real, bro.
Bro, just pour that knee up, bro. Like, but that's the thing is, Vinny, you're right, because one of the biggest things that Matt is struggling with, not just basically the violent nature,
you don't want to hurt people,
but also even his faith. Like, it's basically his connection to his faith, because the violence in him, he's trying to temper that by his confessions. We know he's dealing with that inner personal struggle with faith and what he's doing. Am I the person that should be doing this? Am I even standing by my faith? I'm fighting against this as a sin, but I know I'm the only person that's, physically capable of solving a lot of this stuff. And sometimes I have to do these things, but being a Catholic and having these Catholic beliefs,
the mask is his confession.
Exactly, bro.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do y'all think that like the story from the comic where Foggy's still alive somewhere, like they got him somewhere?
No,
the wife did it. They're not going with that one.
They did a lot of winks to it.
They're not going to do that, huh?
It's gonna be risky.
Died,
because they did it in the comic.
Yeah,
so
but Matt was part of it.
Separate the comics.
Oh, okay.
Matt was part of it. Like, it was too high. Yeah. It was too high Foggy on purpose. So but he was there when Foggy died. He heard his heartbeat. So this wasn't. Yeah. So like,
ain't that what does it? It's like the fact that he heard his heartbeat stop.
Yeah.
That's that one little thing is what's making me like, nah, he's done.
Right.
He's done.
So I mean, that's why. Yeah. So
now
it's kind of like
we're supposed to get Foggy.
Think about it like Dark Knight. Yeah. Think about it like Dark Knight Returns. How Batman faked his death so that way the government wouldn't know, and then Superman heard his heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Right. All right. So now imagine if Superman was right there and Batman died. you wouldn't think, oh, you think maybe he's faking it. Like, he's seen him and heard him die, so he knows that that's legit. Now, will he be back in a future episode? Probably, but that's probably a prequel.
A flashback or something.
Yeah, I know, not prequel, a flashback. Yeah,
a flashback to see.
Because the only other way people come back in the Daredevil IP is the hand, and they ain't going down that route.
Because see, I forgot that he was connected to him being alive again in the book. That's my bad.
Yeah, as a Force Ghost.
Because
right, be a Force Ghost.
Because he was part of that. Because he knew that they were constantly trying to kill Foggy. So
so that's why he hit him. Yeah. Okay.
Which was a deal that was made also with Vanessa. So it was different. It was definitely and I don't think with them right now,
because Vanessa been beefing with Fist for a minute. Like, they ain't really on it like that, man. They trying to work it out, but they ain't on it like that.
Well, I mean, once she finds out,
that her boy upstairs getting his ass whooped while he eating dinner, like,
the best part is he didn't even kill him. He just beat him for practice.
He just beat him hell.
Yeah. Shit out of Buddy, dog.
Like, I mean, in the comics, this is the man who puts his victims in punching bags and beats them until the bag breaks.
And beats them. Yeah.
He's fucking awful.
He's terrible, bro. He's a terrible person.
There's nothing redeeming, and you still looking at him like, come on, bro, wisen up, quit this shit.
Yeah.
Stop. It's just how well he's acted. That's all,
bro. It's how well he's acted, but how well they're basically the amalgamate with both storylines, because it's you're seeing like an internal struggle with Matt. You're also seeing basically a struggle with Power, but at the same time, knowing like, damn, like, I'm lying to the woman I love because it's to satiate that urge inside of me to kill, to be this murderer who I know I am. But it's just like, yo, I honestly think that Kingpin's in this, his intentions were to kind of fall back, but these motherfuckers just pushing buttons. They're just like, yo, we fuck you. Even with the Tracksuit Mafia, like, yeah, I need you need to retire and stay retired, bro. What? Who the fuck you talking to, bro? If I was in that room, I'd be like, yo, are you talking to
I'd have told them in that office.
Jeez, I'm out, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, Wilson, I was not talking like that, sir. Sir, he talking greasy.
Yeah, I'm not. That wasn't me, bro. That was this dude.
The other dope
mind can take that, bro.
The other dope parallel is that fundraiser scene, because there was that I forget the rich couple in the comics that he visited their house for kind of like
the swordsman was there too.
Yeah, like that rich all rich cats get together and talk it, and then they all know who Fisk really is, and just kind of like insulted him in real slick. And eventually he just lost his shit and killed one of the fucking people there and had to get Wesley help. I thought that was they touched on that with this episode. Like, he knows he don't really belong with these people.
You'll never have a seat at the table.
And they know he don't really belong there. And then there's a whole bunch of bullshit. Like, he's used to just saying, all right, I want this done, do it. And then
kill them.
Mayor, he has to deal with all this fucking red tape.
The law.
So it's a lot of build up towards where we get to see Fisk return, just like we're getting to see, Daredevil.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see Frank get in on the action, bro.
Bro, I'm ready for that.
Them bitch ass fanboy cops gonna get him out. That's really
they are. They are.
Get him. He already called him fanboy. They gonna irk him. They gonna do something to piss him off.
Yeah.
And all I know is just based on how Matt's been moving, we ain't gonna get a PG-13 Frank. It looks like we're getting our
hell no, we're getting a rated R Frank.
And I'm more mad than ever now we're not getting a Moon Knight season 2, because that's what the fuck we wanted from
it's been 3 years ago. I thought come on, bro. Why not a season 2, bro?
Mark Spector, Jake Lockley, bro. That's all I wanted to say.
Bro. So is it a no? Is it official no or what?
All they said it wasn't gonna be. Yeah, it said it wasn't gonna be.
We don't know yet. I'm just.
I think there's a lot of pieces that.
You know, Marvel is still making merchandise. Obviously, Hot Toys just made something. Marvel's still making merchandise from that series. So there is the level of, I don't know,
there's nostalgia there.
They put the word that he'll be in the MCU films. And but there's nothing official about the show.
Right. Dude, I think it's just Oscar Isaac, man, the director, the writers. I think it's just they said when that ended, man, that it had to be the perfect. Everything had to be perfect, you know what I'm saying, for them to jump into season 2. So I think they're just living up to that.
Yeah,
it's just the way that the viewership that it had, it would have sold out in the box office. It would have been big in the movies. But the viewership for the first night, I think, was over a couple billion or million for the first night.
Not billion, it was a couple million.
Million, 3.62 something million. Viewership for the first night, like that's crazy, bro. That would have blew up in the box office, though.
Yeah.
So
I just honestly, bro, this is another unpopular opinion. Please, MCU, leave Matt alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Right now, it's just not that time, bro.
That's not the time right now.
It's not the time. Leave him alone, bro.
He needs to be on the back end of this art.
Leave him
ready
alone.
for all of that other stuff.
Let him stay Let him stay grounded. I don't want him in the MCU right now, bro. Don't even try to pepper him
ready
in.
to see him with that. Give us some time to enjoy the groundedness, and then we can see him in the big shit, the crazy shit.
You say leave Daredevil where he is?
Yeah, leave him alone. Leave him alone.
For now, at least.
Just for a little bit.
Leave him alone, bro. Don't put him in the MCU right now. Leave him alone.
What you thinking though? What you think? I see the wheels turning though. What you thinking?
Leave him alone. Leave him alone, bro. No. I know as much as you want and as impatient as you will be about it, bro, but leave him alone. Not right now, bro, because the thing is, they don't know what to do with him yet.
Bro, you ain't even gonna have him in Spider-Man. You ain't gonna have him.
I think he'd be dope in Spider-Man.
Right now, bro, like no, not right now. Not right now, bro.
I mean,
he was already in the last one.
Because that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for a grounded Spider-Man.
Not right
and they mentioned
now.
Spider-Man and Born Again like twice already.
Not until they get past Secret Wars and this whole multiversal bullshit, bro. Then you can do it. But not right now, bro. Not right now. I do not want them to touch it because it's going to dilute the fucking stories that need to be told. If anything, you can bleed some of that shit into his show, but don't put him in the MCU, bro. That's my.
Right.
That's
if this is supposed to be the ramp up to finish this shit off, multiverse, I'm right there with you, Leo. If all of this is supposed to be, if that's the main
that shit off,
is to finish this so that we can get what people think is going to happen as a soft reboot or a reboot. If that's the case, then I'm with you. But if they are still trying to figure things out, just put them in the movie, bro. If that's the case, if it's on some other shit. Let's go. But if
only
not,
if they have a placement, because I'm gonna tell you why,
they
bro.
got plans for it.
Here's the thing, bro.
I think they got plans for Daredevil.
Here's the thing, the most that I would actually want to see him with, not in the MCU, but if they're gonna do it, you pair him up in a Midnight Sun film first. Do that first.
I can rock that.
Midnight Suns first before you basically bring him into.
We don't have all the midnight.
We got some other. I know that they got to get right.
Get to that point.
They got to get played right. They got to get to that right.
We'll get to that point, bro. It'll get to that point, but I think that they need to settle in on what they're doing with the first 2 seasons right now. Season
they
1.
They only got Punisher, Daredevil, and
let it rock. Let them rock, bro. Let them rock, bro. Let them rock. Because here's the thing is, bro, I don't think
we're gonna have 2 seasons though.
Not everything has to, and I'm sorry, bro, but I not everything has to be a fucking team up. Not everything needs to be a team up. Because if you think about it, bro, in the Daredevil run, there's not multiple team ups. The only thing that we actually saw borderline a team up was in the Devil's Reign. And that was over multiple times. That was the only time. But I mean, I don't want that, bro. I really, really, really don't. Just right now, because the thing is, if they put him in, they'll fuck it up. Which again, if they have plans on extending the actual series, could fuck that whole thing up as well, bro. I don't want that,
so we'll at least bring Peter to the show.
That's what I'm saying. They could work backwards. They could do something like that. But here's the thing, bro. They have to move out of this multiversal shit because right now Peter is not grounded. He's not. It's not a grounded character right now, bro. They're still dealing with this shit. I'd rather basically bring him in a situation where he's completely out of this whole multiversal bullshit, bro. Because right now the MCU doesn't know what the fuck they are doing about the multiverse. They have no idea.
Well, I think that's also
that's what I'm hoping that
Sony too, the Spider-Man shit. That's why they haven't really let loose with Spider-Man like they should.
My thing is, it's going to be a tasteful end to what has been a lackluster arc and experience overall. And they're going to try. They got to try their best to stick the landing of whatever landing that is, right? Yeah. However way you feel about the movies and all the experience post Endgame, they got to try to land that and make it make sense going forward. There's just, it's just so many things and sticky notes attached to these characters from other parts of the medium. Like those things got to be taken care of, and they have to be done in a tasteful way. And I'm just not quite sure if that's going to be done all the way across the board. Some things are just going to get left on the table, and some things are not going to be presented in quality like that.
Spider-Man's going to have to be grounded, bro. Like it ended with him sewing his own costume. No, it feels like that next movie has got to be that grounded level. Spider-Man, dude, he already went to space, man. Let's keep him at least just one movie.
Well, his ass going back to space, and he's going.
But I'm hoping give us this one movie before that.
That's why I'm like, bro, you know I don't want
maybe two.
Not right now.
At least give him. I feel like this movie is going to be that in between time of him trying to figure things out. We already heard Daredevil that he's already operating. Yeah. And it's going to be the in between time leading up to that, and then he gets thrown into that. That's why he has a red and blue suit. It has to be a suit that he can wear that is corruptible with the Venom symbiote. Like, they already said all that out.
So it's gonna be his sewn up suit, the one in the last one. It's
right, it's the one that he wore.
Yeah. Or treat it like the comic books, which is leave this when he's in the Avengers, let his ass go to space. In the Spider-Man movies, let's keep it grounded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll see, bro. We'll actually see. I just don't want them to fuck this shit. They're on to something good. Let them kind of stick with this. Let them cook in this particular space first, and then I think everything else will have its due. That's just the way I feel. Let them cook the way they're supposed to. Because right now, bro, they don't. It's too many hands in the pot right now, and especially with the MCU. Look at it this way, Jay. It'd be something different if with this particular phase there was cohesiveness in the very beginning. Then I would agree with you. I'd be like, yeah, bring him in. Right now, they're just now with Doomsday and Secret Wars getting to a point where they want to tell an Avengers film. Yeah,
I don't care about the Avengers shit. It's just
Spider-Man. No, you see what happened when the that's me too, bro. Like,
I just want the Spider-Man.
I want Peter to get his just due, dog. Like,
yeah, man.
All right, since they had him in the movies, since the fucking airport shit, like he's always like fucking like he needs help with this and help with that. That's not fucking Spider-Man, bro. Like, and young boy does Tom Holland's a great Spider-Man. Give him his just due. Put him in the street with Daredevil or Punisher. I mean, you don't got to have him team up with Frank. You know, Frank might kick his ass at the beginning. But
that's why I'm going back to the question that was asked earlier. Do you want at least one person to remember him? Fuck no, because then you're going back in time when he was more independent or more dependent.
Yeah.
Now he's an independent character meeting new people. He's in a fresh new space where nobody knows who the fuck he is. Let him rock.
Equals no help.
But hold up. But you don't want Matt to remember either?
Huh?
At least Matt. I think Matt should remember.
Well, Matt. Well, he doesn't have to remember. We can start from scratch with Matt.
Remember, Matt remembers, and most of them remember Spider-Man. They don't remember Peter. That's it.
Yeah.
They know Spider-Man, but they don't know Peter.
Yeah.
That's the point. So again, let him rock, because now he's forced to be independent, not focus on everybody else, but just be himself.
Yeah, I like him independent too.
You know what I mean?
We start to see his spider sense in the last movie.
Yeah.
Reveal itself finally. So
well, the first three, the beauty with the Spider-Man, which is why I'm looking forward to the next one. The first three movies, instead of having one origin story, those three movies was the Spider-Man origin. That's why you got the powers like that. It wasn't you got bit by a spider origin. It was becoming Spider-Man. You know,
it was after he got bit by the spider. It was after
Jason,
that.
Exactly.
Let me give you an example.
It ended with the Spider-Man that we know. The very last scene, that's the Spider-Man that we know from the comic book.
Jason, let me give you an example. So it's like this, bro. Vinny had a whole room full of hoes. They were all old. He knew them, bro, but they were holding him back. So he had to get a new breed, a new flock. So then he replaced them with this. They don't know nothing about him. It's new rules. Then now it's forcing him to level up.
Yeah, brand new room.
That's funny. That's funny as hell. But why am I in the new whole bubble? Like I'm in the new whole bubble? That's crazy.
I'm saying.
But I get that. That makes sense. Yeah. I just want Peter to get his just due, dog.
He will, bro. He gonna get his lick back. Don't worry about that.
I don't think that they because he's already one of my top three: Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Peter. Like that's my boy. So it's like I want him to get his just due, dog.
Cornsworth.
That's it, man.
You know,
that's it, yo. And we on the right track. You know what I'm saying? I think we on the right track, yo.
Bro. Look up.
Look up.
Track.
Yeah, Cornsworth.
You
ain't got but a few more months left, bro. Live it. You be all right.
Man. I'm trying.
Corn. Yo, Vinny, remember what was it called? Damn, what was the movie that
it's so funny to say out loud. Just say it out, cheer up your day. You're having a bad day, just say corn sweat out loud.
Corn sweat.
Remember what movie what's his name in with Andre 3000 when they were basketball players? What was that movie called? Semi-pro. Semi-pro. So remember he was like
sexy.
Yeah, it was semi-pro. So remember that night when he was like, when he hit that shot, he was like, corn dogs, Jack, for everybody in this room. Yeah, bro. Straight up.
Oh my God, that's funny.
You already know, man. But anyway, that's our show for tonight, man. It's like 12:03, man. Everybody needs some sleep, man. But definitely thank you guys for stopping through. Great show. Definitely enjoyed the discussion. We'll be back with some more. I think next week we'll talk about this whole Blade situation.
Hopefully there'll be a lot more information
hopefully there'll be a lot more. So like we just gonna sit back and let this kind of fester, man, and we'll wait till next week to bring that up because right now we don't know. We gotta wait until we find out more to have that discussion because right now it's just back and forth. And I think by the end of this week we'll know some stuff. You know what I mean? We'll definitely know some stuff. So we just gotta kind of wait and just see how it goes. Yep. Cybernetics collectibles, man. Oh no, more Blade drama, never ending. Yeah, it is, but we just got to kind of wait and see, man. For real, we'll just wait and see. Anyway, Prop, what you got going on, brother?
Bro, nothing, man. Looking forward to Wednesday. I'm doing another retro look, man. The Batman video did good. Batman Returns. I'm doing one on the Shadow, which is risky. Expect the numbers are going to be low because it did flop. But it felt it in my heart that I needed to do a retro look at that.
I fuck with the Shadow.
I fucks with the Shadow. The Shadow was dope.
You got the cartoon one?
Nah, the movie with 94
with Alec Baldwin.
That shit was good.
But it flopped. You know what I'm saying? It's a real big flop, man. There's a lot of people that didn't know it. There's a lot of history. So the video, I go through the comic book history. You know what I mean? The radio show. And Alec, I got to meet Alec Baldwin, man. Got his autograph, man. We kind of talked like it was cool. It was at a Comic-Con at a panel, but he spoke on it as well, man. So looking forward to that, man.
There was a whole wave of those radio joints. You had Rocketeer,
Dick Tracy.
Right. So the Rocketeer was actually its own thing, the comic book, but there was a Rocket Man that the Rocketeer was based off of.
Rocket Man,
and Dick Tracy. But man, people don't know. Just a little spoiler, but the Shadow, actually, all those pulp magazines, but the Shadow specifically is what gave us the secret identities, the names, how the comic books had the titles, the flashing titles, sidekicks, all that stuff came from those pulp magazines. With the Shadow being, of course, Batman is directly.
Hornet.
It was Zorro and Green Hornet came from the Lone Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the Lone Ranger first, and the Green Hornet is actually related. I think that was his grandfather,
his grandson, his great grandson,
right?
Green Hornet,
man. There's a lot of history, man, with those radio shows and this stuff that we doing right here, man. So
Green Hornet is really black. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, come on, look at the car, bro.
I'm sorry.
I don't know that to be. I'm just judging by the car. Come on.
Yeah. He really black. Real talk.
Bruh.
If he was black, it would have been a Cadillac though.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, Lone Ranger if Lone Ranger is great grandpa, then Lone Ranger.
Oh, I see with the badge.
DeVille.
I didn't think about that. Oh my.
He is black. Lone Ranger is black.
You right.
Bam, whitewash.
Hey, that's a movie right now, man. Let's write that. Let's kick that script out.
Yeah. Bass Reeves. Sorry. Lone Ranger.
You are incredible, bro.
My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
But that's it. Long-winded way of saying that's what's going on and looking for our talk on Wednesday, baby.
Definitely, bro. Definitely cannot wait because we a lot to talk about on Wednesday, man. Thank you for being here as always. Jedi Kid, bro, what's going on with you, man? Besides playing golf and stuff like that.
No golf this week. I'm going to the range tomorrow. Shooting practice tomorrow. I got a little competition Saturday morning. Then after that, I'm going to my boys' comic book shop, Takes Comics in Fort Lauderdale. Get this 50% off all these Hot Toys figures I'm about to pick up this weekend. I cannot wait. That's it, man. I got a nice week.
Definitely,
nice
bro.
Week.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being
sir.
here as always. Vinny, what's going down with you, man?
Yeah, bro. I'll be Awesome Con. That's all eyes on. Awesome Con. Gearing up for that. I got a couple big pieces to drop this week leading up to it. Then I got to hit up the printers, get some stuff ready for the show. Rework some stuff on the display, and then I will be in booth L07 in Artist Alley in Washington D.C. So I'm excited for that. Just had a blast last year. Leo and Toy were there, and and Awesome Con puts on a great show. Not just the celebs either, because the Artist Alley and the comic book artists that they had on hand, there was a lot. I had like great conversations with Bagley and with Arthur Adams, and just a lot of cast there. It's just really fun show. So, and it's a huge building. The building is ridiculously big. So I had a lot of fun with that. I can't wait to this weekend and return to that show. So gearing up for that. That's what I'll be looking forward to. Of course, new Daredevil tomorrow that I'm hyped for, and that's about it. Just appreciate being here. Always a pleasure.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate having you here, man. Remember, y'all, go to his Instagram page. The link to his store is definitely right there. If you're in the DC area, Awesome Con, go check him out and be a fan of his work as always, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, even your the thumbnail had what Muse with I'm just begging you to be a fan of my work. I wanted you to switch into that. I was
going bro, that's crazy. I pee freely. What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, no prostate issues for Mr.
No. Yes, always a pleasure to be here with my brothers every single week that I can. It's really a blessing. I do not take that lightly. Again, you guys know the rotation at this point: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll be doing the full gambit again this week, so I'll be catching you guys on Wednesday and Friday as well. So as you guys know, Wednesday the world, as the world turns with Hot Toys, we got a lot of stuff last week, and things are only going to start heating up as we get closer and closer to Star Wars Celebration. So I'm very excited to see what these next couple of days bring to us in terms of reveals and more releases. But yeah, other than that, man, just chilling around the house, getting a few things here or there, comic books coming in, just little things, risers and stuff, and putting in the displays, just to sprucing up some displays. So yeah, go over and check me up on Facebook and Instagram. I got some stuff up there with my comics and my figures and
that Spider-Man photo you did in the shadows was fucking fire.
Oh yeah. Good series, yo.
Oh my god, that was smoke, bro.
Dope.
I was sometimes like, yo, Verticus, you smoke too much grass, bro. That was too dope.
The creativity has to come somewhere. But no, it really means a lot to those who are coming and commenting on the posts. It means a lot, man. It's the motivation. It just keeps me going, and I see a lot of great artists out there, a lot of great photographers, and I just want to be able to put my name in there as somebody who puts out quality work. So thank you so much, and I'll be continuously keep trying to get better, and I won't let you down.
Yeah, bro, you definitely killed it. That was like on point. So definitely appreciated that. Everybody out there in the chat, it's Fear, man. Thank you guys for being here. We got Say What Wednesday, of course. Of course, Figure Flex Friday this weekend. Collectors Lounge, and if there's any other drops, definitely be anticipate. Hey, yo, prop. Let me see. Yo, put up your thumbnail, your little profile picture. Do-do-do, 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 boom. Isaac Hayes on him.
Yo, listen.
He's a complicated man, but no one understands what his woman.
Shaft.
Who is a
man? Look at you. Got y'all doing music. Yo, that's the cover for my next single, man. I'm dropping a single Wednesday.
Word.
Oh man,
it's called Grimy. I was like,
you gonna call it grimy with some smooth shit like that?
Word, it can't be grimy like that. You gotta put a ski mask on, bro. See, it's ski mask on with a gun, though.
Golly, yo.
Some smooth shit, bro. You gonna call it grimy?
That's clean grimy. Like
got the chest hairs coming out, bro.
Got the taco meat. Come on, bro.
That's Board of Health, right?
That dude he ain't up to no good, man. Y'all seeing smooth. I'm seeing someone that's up to no good, bro.
That's the thing they say. He cleaning in a Board of Health.
Get me out of here.
You know what that deserves? That deserves.
Before we go, anybody else want to gush on this wonderful piece?
Nah. Yo, my man, but that's funny as hell, dog. That boy is funny.
Hilarious,
bro. Shout out to Renz Talentino for clipping that.
Renz got talk, bro. Oh man, that boy keep talking about some pick up that absolute. No, only Wonder Woman. Sorry.
Yeah, go on pick up that absolute, bro. You know you want to go on do that real quick. Anyway,
absolute gush.
Thank you guys for being here with us, and definitely enjoy the rest of your weekend. We are out until next week, man. Peace, love, and all that good stuff, man. See y'all later. We out.